am Abby, I am topknotstitcher, and I am here to talk about Maynia. What? How is it already May? I don't understand how this happened. I didn't really think I was going to do Maynia, or I've like kind of mentioned it and talked about it and thought about it, but we're here, we're doing it. So we're going to talk through it today. Life has been really busy and crazy lately. I have been kind of lurking in the Flosstube community, but not as involved as I used to be or as I would like to be. So I'm hoping that will change soon. Oh, my glasses are so smudgy. Let's fix that. I'm hoping that will change soon, but it won't change drastically for at least a couple months till the end of the school year is over. So I'm going to, try to be around where I can. I've been watching a little bit of Flosstube, but I have not been great about commenting on what I'm watching, so I'm really trying to work on that. And I feel really out of the loop, so if I haven't commented on anything lately, drop me a line. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know which video I should come watch to catch up with you. I'm a little nervous that there's going to be a lot of Maynia content, and I'm going to get even further behind, but I'm just jumping in where I can, and that's going to be great. Right? So yeah, life has been really, really busy lately. There's a lot going on, most of which you all don't get to know about. I'm sorry, but I will reveal some of it later. I'm looking for something to clean my glasses off better. Sorry. Use this fabric. I had a really exciting Goodwill trip, actually a couple exciting Goodwill trips, and let's start there, perhaps. Most of this video is just going to be me showing you what I'm hoping to start during May, but I will tell you a few other stories as well. And let's also, before we do that, let's do a shout out real quick, because I always forget, because I save it to the end, and then I feel like I've been talking for way too long, and I have to stop, and that's very silly. That's better. So shout out to start us off with. First of all, I want to give a shout out to our very favorite, Oscar Pepper! Here she is! If you've been following me on Instagram, you may have seen my update that Oscar Pepper is moving to a new home. She's mad. She doesn't like to be held. She has recently started getting pretty stressed out in our house, and there are a lot of factors at play here, but she is a traumatized cat, and for whatever reason, our house is stressful to her now. So there has been a lot of construction going on around us, and I don't know if that is playing into it or just that Birdie is in school, so she's more stressed and busy. But we've decided that it's best for all of us for her to go to a new house. So that will be her last cameo in my videos, sadly. But she's going to people who she knows, and it'll be great. So that's part of also why I want to start all the things, is because I need a distraction, because I am sad about it. So shout out to Oscar Pepper for being an amazing cat these last 14, 15 months. Yeah, it's a bummer. Second shout out, also all about cats, is Cat Lady Stitcher. She's kind of newer. She's adorable. She's amazing. She loves Harry Potter, and she loves cats, and she's in Nashville, so it makes me feel like, that's just a few hours from my hometown. It just makes me feel nice and homey. And she's great. She is like super enthusiastic about stitching. I mean, I guess we all are. But she's newer to stitching, and it's exciting to kind of watch that evolve as she discovers what she likes. And she's getting some of her friends to start stitching, and it's very exciting and adorable and wonderful. So go check her out if you haven't. There's always a lot of cats in her videos. They make lots of appearances. Well, 2 cats, lots of appearances. So check her out. Let's talk about Goodwill. You might remember this used to be I used to have a bookshelf here and my chair and kind of a whole pile of stuff always, and that has changed because I needed a place for my sewing machine. So I moved this desk in here. It's very messy in here right now. So I had a place to keep my sewing machine, and It wasn't super functional because I didn't have enough storage for everything. So I just had like boxes that would pile and like a tote bag, and then there was no space. So I've been looking for a shelf, and I went to Goodwill and I found this gorgeous, gorgeous shelf for $7. And it's perfect. So I've got all my books and patterns. I've got, this was a basket full of fabric, but I moved it temporarily. It will probably come back here. And this is a basket with like frames and finishing stuff and sewing machine parts and just whatever needs to go into a basket. And then up here we of course have fabric, which will eventually be turned into exciting things with the sewing machine. I need to practice some sewing. This box has whips and finishes, like whips that I'm not actually working on and things that are finished and waiting to be framed. There's floss. This is a tray that I usually move over to my bed. It's full of mail that I need to respond to. But it sits in here sometimes. And then up on top I have my mailbox, which will be hung up soon. Some photos and books and whatever. I really love having some space to put things. I've been missing that in my room lately. And then over on my desk, there's the sewing machine, and then I have a cart with a lot of other supplies and sewing stitchy things. So maybe someday I'll show you, I'll give you a tour of that cart. I don't know if you care. But that was very exciting. Also at that Goodwill, this is not stitching related, but it's like maybe my favorite thing that I own. I really love Monopoly. And I got a Monopoly game for Christmas after years of thinking to myself, you really should just spend $10 and buy one. My sister gave me one, and that was great. I like to attribute my math skills to my childhood addiction to Monopoly. My mental math is all thanks to Monopoly. I found at this Goodwill the most beautiful game. Are you ready for this? What? Isn't that amazing? And it's got these little legs that pop out. So it can sit up on the table. Right? Okay. So that's really cool. And then also it's got a drawer. It's got all your money and your cards and your tokens and your dice, and you can sit the money up in the little bank drawer. I haven't actually gotten to play this yet. I really love it because it's like very petite. Like, do you see how little that card is? I love that. So I haven't gotten to play yet, but I'm hoping that the opportunity will arise really soon. Because, you know, you really need at least 3 people, and it just hasn't really fit in our lives yet in the last couple weeks. But someday soon. I'm floored. And it was like $10. So if anyone wants a normal Monopoly board, I got one. I don't need both. Let's move on to stitching. 8 minutes in. That's pretty good. So this video, I might have already mentioned, I'm going to mostly just show you the things that I plan to start for Maynia. I don't have a lot to show you from the last month because I have been stitching, but not stitching all that much. So I'm going to show you progress on this eagle, which I really wanted to finish in April, but then didn't really work on as much as I thought I would. I am really close. And the section I have left has a lot of like blocks of colors. So I could bust this out, I think, in a few days, but I'm a little torn because I also want to start things because Maynia. So I'm not going to take it out yet. I'll show you when it's done, but I just have like a little bit, there's like a little bit of flag, and then it's a lot of white and blue splotches. I'm so close. So close. I do really love this piece. It has been a lot of fun to work on. I do really like the puzzle aspect of full coverage and confetti, but I'm really ready to be done with it and to not make anything this big for anyone ever again. Though in my defense, I did not realize how large it was when I ordered it, though I also could have done that research. So yeah, this is American Pride by Cody Country Crafts something, and I'm stitching it on fabric, the Constitution fabric from Stitchery Express. I'll put that info below if you need it. If you are interested in stitching this pattern, I will be selling my chart hopefully in a couple weeks, so let me know if you would like that. And that's really all I worked on. Yeah, I thought about pulling out a couple other projects, but I was like, no, you need to just do that. You need to get it together. So that is that. I did want to show you, hold on. I talked about this last time and I showed it unfinished a couple videos ago. Oh, she's ready to play. But I finished this cute little shepherd's bush piece that is going to be headed to my mom. Oh, look at that. It's a little bee man. A, B, C. Oh, so cute. So this was a kit that my mom had gotten, and oh, it has the charm was all messed up. Kit that my mom had gotten, and I said, I will stitch that for you. And it comes with a little mat board, which is adorable. So I am trying to find a frame, and then it will be going to her for her birthday. Or maybe Mother's Day, I guess. So I ruined the surprise, Mom. So yeah, that was my finish, but that was in May. The cat is super playful right now. There's a lot of birds flying around, so she's probably going to yowl at some point. Don't be alarmed. She's fine. Meow meow. What are you doing? She's like ready to attack, but has nothing to attack. Let's see if we can find her a toy. Uh-oh. I don't know where your mouse is. Okay. This is going to be really distracting. I'm just going to throw her a Post-it. That'll entertain her for a minute. Okay. So that was my finish that I forgot to show you before. That was my whip. And now let's talk about some new starts and new purchases. My approach for Maynia is kind of in flux because I really don't want to start all the things if I haven't finished my eagle. And I don't want to start all the things knowing that I'm not going to work on them for a long time. Like, I know that's part of the fun of Maynia is just getting them started so they're ready, but I need to finish this eagle. So my plan is that for every day that I stitch only on the eagle, I get to start something new. So in theory, I could still do 15 new starts for May. I probably won't because I have a lot going on, and I think I only have like 10 or so things that are fully kitted and ready. So we'll see what happens with that. But like tonight, my plan is to stitch on the eagle. Tomorrow, I probably won't have any time to stitch because I have yoga and my small group. So probably if I get any time, I'd probably just work on this a little bit. But then Thursday, I'll start something new. And then Friday, if I get to stitch, I'll do the eagle. If I don't, then on Saturday, I'd work on the eagle, and then Sunday start something new, etc. So I'm hoping that might kind of motivate me to work on the eagle, but also make me really excited to start new things. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what I have, kind of very, very official organization system. I'm going to show you some things that I have in mind to start. I'm not sure, I haven't yet really ranked which ones I want to start for sure. So maybe this will help us figure that out. But some of these things are new purchases that you haven't seen yet. And some are really, really old discoveries or gifts or whatever. Let's get into it. There's one that I think is going to be my first start, which is this little Lizzie Kate pie. I got this from the Attic Needlework. If you're not on their clearance page, McKenna is making us all go broke by posting lots of great charts and kits and things, some of them for extremely cheap prices, some of them I I just want to buy all the things, and I haven't. I bought 2 things, and I was very proud of myself. Anyway, this is a little Lizzie Kate. Sorry, I got distracted because look, it's part of like a whole set. But I got this one because I have a friend who really loves baking and really loves baking pie, and I thought this would be a perfect, really, really quick thing to make for her and maybe finish in a trivet or something other, like something kitchen-y. So I'm gonna start that one first, I think, because it's cute and it's fast and it's pie. All good. Some other things. Oh, let me show you the other chart that I got from the attic is it's Harry Potter and its cats. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but I love it so much. This is Harry Catter. What? What does that even mean? I don't know, but like, look how cute he is. He's a gray little cat, and he's got his owl and his wand and his glasses, and he's just the cutest. This is also Kit White, which is way less good of a pun, so I will not be stitching her. We'll definitely be stitching him very, very soon. And I found some linen that I think will work for him, and it came with the thread and the buttons, so that's very exciting. Like, unbelievably exciting. I do love my Harry Potter / Catter. That's not even that good of a pun. I don't care. It's so good. It's just the weirdest thing. Okay, let me show you what else is in here. What else are we doing and starting? Let's find out. Ooh, this one's kind of a secret. I think it's going to be my smalls exchange for StitchCon, so I'm not going to show you, but I will tell you the theme is summer. So I will probably start this or something else for StitchCon. But that will be a secret. Or maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm going to make my little fob. I am designing a little tag for StitchCon that will be, I think, like a silhouette of Ohio and then say StitchCon 2018. And then that will be on my, and maybe my name. Ooh, maybe just my name. Maybe I'll just do topknotstitcher. I don't know. It's really small, so we'll see what fits. But I'm gonna, I guess too, I could probably put it on both sides. I'll look into that, but I'm gonna make that for my stitching bag. Ooh, this one I'm very, very excited about, and I will definitely be starting in May no matter what, and it's this sun and moon kit that Corey sent me. Count the stars. Adorable. And the most beautiful blue fabric into it. So thank you, Corey. Okay. So far, everything that I've showed you, I've been like, I need to start this right now. We're going to see how this goes. Okay. The rest of these are all larger projects, I think. Oh, I do have 2 of these Little House Needleworks charts that I am hoping to start, but I also need fabric for. I haven't chosen fabric for. So I have Gentle and Kind and Loving and Faithful Friend. And I might be trading with Little One when she has one of the other ones. There's like 5 or so in this series, maybe more than that. It's the Little Women Virtues series. But I just really like that. I feel like it would be really nice hanging somewhere in my house. So if I can find fabric, I'll start. I need to look up which one she was wanting to also stitch. So that's more of a maybe. A Maynia maybe. Let's see what else we have. What could it be? Oh my goodness, I forgot about this one. Are you ready for it? I don't think so. This is a little Margaret Sherry. Oh, sledding cats. What? They're so cute. So cute. And I'm going to be putting them on this lovely little blue even weave that Diana sent me. That is perfect. Very excited for these cats. So that I'm going to say is also a maybe, because I do love them so much. They're adorable, but also I don't love stitching on wintry things outside of winter, so we'll see what happens. Oh, speaking of Diana, she sent me Mother Moon a while back that she had finished, and I was like, the moon goddess, I need her. And so I have her ready to go. Found some, well, I might have her ready to go. I have plain white fabric, but then I was thinking, what if I put her on like an opalescent fabric? Because that would be stunning. So I might be reconsidering that. And maybe that's, ooh, we're doing a stitchy meetup at Needle in the Haystack. So maybe that will be my goal, is to find fabric for her. Into it. So that is a maybe pending fabric choices. And then, let's see, let's go through a couple of these you have seen already. So I want to start this little cat. This is another Margaret Sherry cat. I'm very into these little tubbers. Yeah, just very, very spring, very cute, adorable. And it's the full kit. So I'm going to put that in the yes, like ready to go pile. And then I also really want to start this cat pattern that Melly Ellie Stitches sent me. There we go. And girl, make a video. Miss you. So I think I'm going to be putting it on this fabric from Michelle and picking out some hand-dyed threads, changing up a couple of those colors. We have an eye on a kitten. So we might be getting a kitten in a month. So have a little space to be sad about Oscar Pepper, but then also bring in a kitten who needs a home. And maybe who has less trauma, because we're not the right fit for a traumatized cat at this phase of our life. But the kittens are all black, so that would be adorable. So maybe I'll wait until kitten stuff is confirmed a bit more. So I haven't decided on the threads for it, but I know that I have plenty of good ones from the Victoria Motto subscription. Okay, and then these are all 3 new kits that you have not seen yet. And these are the last of the ones that I have ready to start, more or less, for Maynia. So this is one that I bought on Stash Unload really impulsively because it just made me really nostalgic. And it's Pooh Bear. And it's Eeyore, and they're playing Pooh Sticks, and look how cute he is. It just makes me so happy. So I definitely don't need this hanging in my life, but I just also really think I would love stitching it. And someone in my life with a kid, or who will have a kid, would enjoy this maybe. I just really would enjoy making it. And that's what this is all about, right? You don't have to intend to hang it up to enjoy it. I just really love it. I loved Winnie the Pooh as a kid. So cute. So I got that. It was like $10 for the full kit, and I was very happy. And then I also went to Hobby Lobby a couple weeks ago, and they were marking down a lot of their cross-stitch stuff. And I went for, oh, I think I already put it away. I got a whole bunch of like little stitchable tote bags and drawstring bags and stuff, because you know me, I love my little bags, zero waste. And I thought those would be kind of cute baby gifts to put a baby's name on it and give it to somebody, and it looks really super amazing and handmade, but it's really easy. It's not a whole baby sampler. I feel like I have this excuse for a lot of things. It's like, oh, if a friend has a baby, I can make this. I only have a couple friends who are currently pregnant or trying to get pregnant, so I feel like I'm a little too ambitious with that, but in an aspirational way, I'm ready for all the babies. You get it. Anyway, I also bought a couple kits to resell. The America kit that people are loving.
I wasn't priced. I don't care if you price gouge. It's your life, whatever. I find it amusing that people are trying to sell these kits for like the retail value when like we all know that they're really available for much cheaper. So I made like a $5 profit on that America kit, and that was great because that paid for some floss. But if you want to price gouge, you go right ahead, because if people will pay it, people will pay it. But I bought a couple kits for myself as well. They are also Thea Governor kits. I got this lovely, flowers. I love this, and I kind of want to start this one today. I love this because it reminds me of my grandmother, and my grandmother passed away a year ago, and she was very into gardening, and this just reminds me of her. It's like very wild flowers and lovely. It's called herb panel, so I guess those are herbs and maybe not all flowers, but I don't care. I love them. So we'll see. Maybe I'll start that. Maybe I'll wait. And then I also got Mother of God, also by Thea Governor. I was not raised in the Catholic Church by any means, but some of my family members are Catholic. But recently I've been learning more about the Madonna and just how I think the concept of Mary, Mother of God, is just a stunning thing. I think we so easily talk about God as Father, but he is also Mother. This is very theologically messy because I don't know what I'm talking about. But I found it to be a really fascinating new lens for looking at the love of God. I am not qualified to talk about any of this, but I find Mary to be a very comforting visual symbol of God's love. And I know that can get a little dicey between different branches of Christianity, and I don't mean to offend anybody by my lack of knowledge or my misappropriation of whatever, but I really enjoy her, and it's been a really helpful addition to my faith canon, as poorly as I've just explained it. So I just thought that was pretty, and I don't know when I'll start her, but she's ready to start if I want to. Okay, that's it. That's my Maynia stuff. I'm curious to see what I actually start. Let's see how many that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things that are fully kitted. 9 things that are fully kitted if you count that mystery StitchCon piece. Oh, no. Okay. 11 things that are fully kitted and ready. Plus 3 things that are just missing floss or fabric, but that I definitely have, just haven't selected. So if I had a new start every other day, I could do that. I don't think I will, because like I said, I really want to balance it with working on my eagle, and there's also just a lot going on in May, because did you know that this Saturday is the Kentucky Derby, and it's my favorite day of the entire year? Fastest 2 minutes in sports. It's going to be fantastic. I decided 4 days ago that I was going to have a Derby party, so I have not really been following a lot of the Derby news or coverage or updates on any of the horses, but that doesn't matter. My betting strategy is foolproof. Every year, it's worked once. Every year, I bet on the number 10 horse, because that's my favorite number. I bet on the gray horse, because there's usually only 1, maybe 2 in the field. Occasionally, there's none, and it's devastating. But I think they're the prettiest, and I love it because they're the easiest to keep track of as they're racing, because all the other horses are brown and black, mostly. But the gray horse stands out, unless it's a muddy day. Then it's pretty much hopeless. So I pick number 10, I pick a gray horse, and then I have kind of like a free form. It starts with, is there a second gray horse? I'll bet on that one. Is there a jockey that I really love, which is rare, a name that I really love, or like the jockey silks I really love the look of. So that one's a little more wild card. But it one time won me a lot of money and mostly doesn't. So, but you know, it's going to be that one time that I don't follow that strategy or like don't place a bet that the number 10 horse is going to win it all. Number 10 horse does not usually place. It's not a great spot. But that doesn't matter. It's going to be great making derby pie and mint juleps, and it's going to be a delightful day. And this is birthday month, so get to celebrate that later. Birdie and I celebrate all month long and into June, so it's just all whatever we want to do. It's an excuse to call it birthday month and just do it. Oh, I have one more thing I can show you. I got some new threads. So I'm going to show you these, and then I think we're going to be done. Unless I can think of more things to ramble and tell you about, because we're only at 30 minutes, so like, why not? I got my April flosses from Victorian Motto Sampler Shop. I'll take them out for you. I'm going to do that crinkly thing that some of you love and some of you hate, and if you're like me, you've never noticed. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. They are gorgeous. She just announced, because she's sending out invoices today, and she mentioned like you're gonna maybe get different colors than your friend because there's 12 colors in each set every month, and I ordered the 6 skein, and now instead of like everybody got these 6, it's gonna be a little bit mixed up, and I'm really curious to see how that goes, because I think it might make me just want to get all 12 because I'm gonna see more of the other. So gorgeous garden rose. It's kind of like an 815, which is one of my favorite jewel tone colors. Love it. I didn't read that. Favorite aqua. I think that might end up in my cat piece. A lot of these actually would fit pretty nicely, I think. Gold dust yarrow into it. Best prim purple. Beautiful. Sweet orange, which I am really loving. Ah! It's pretty. And then pretty pink petals. Which if I use that pink fabric, that probably won't work. But those are gorgeous. So springy and delightful. Love it. And then I bought a lot on eBay because I can't stop. I'll buy a lot on eBay because of one item and then I sell the rest. And it's really been working for me so far because it helps to pay for my stash. But it also is a problem. So I recently got a chart that was like a patriotic chart, but it came with all the classic colorworks. And I sold the chart and I kept the floss, and that worked really great. So this one I actually got in a different, with a chart I bought on Stash and Load and then decided I actually didn't want to do, so I kept the linen and the floss and I sold the chart again. But this is Gassed Country Meadow, which is a really nice variegated yellow gold color. Like, it's a really nice variegation. I really like that. But then for the patriotic piece, it came with, 5 classic colorworks. And these don't really have a ton of variegation. The green a little bit and this brown a little bit. I think I might be switching those out into my Blackbird Designs, the Beatles Sal piece, because they've got some good variation. That's steamed broccoli. That's one of my favorite things, is the names of these. And these were all food colors. Is that a classic colorworks thing? I don't think so. I think it's just a this pattern thing. Roasted chestnut, steamed broccoli, cherry cobbler, 12 grain, and blue corn. So, adding those to my stash of fancy floss, which I am into. So, I think that is now it. Unless you want to see some other charts that I bought but don't have fabric or anything picked out yet for. Do you want to? Because I want to. This is not going to be the most organized approach because I just kind of randomly shoved them into this binder. But I'm going to show you some of the things I bought. In case that my friend doesn't like the little pie Lizzie Kate, I got a Country Cottage needlework pies. Very cute. I like that a lot. I also got a couple more Blackbird designs because, you know, when your squad loves Blackbird designs, you start seeing it everywhere and you start being like, ooh, I like that, I need it, I want to stitch it to everything. So I've acquired a few more. This is American Star. That's cute. And this one I saw someone stitching and I was like, oh, I really want that because it's my grandmother's name, but it's Mildred's Garden House. So I might be tweaking the house to look a little bit more like the house she grew up in, but I'm trying to get my hands on a picture. And I'll probably add the name of the house there. But yeah, I thought that was, couldn't not do it. But I really want to have some sort of piece for her framed along with the cards that she painted. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I really want to make that too. Just want to start all of these. Hold on. This one I'm not really planning on starting anytime soon. It's a really dark photo, but it's home is where you hang your needlework. By Homespun Elegance. Also by Homespun Elegance is this nice little Be at Peace. I just thought that was pretty. I'm getting, you know, more into this Prim sampler life a little bit, and it's pretty nice. I got this little cat because her name is Olga, and that's my mom's name, and it's a cat, and it's cute. And I liked it. And then I also got Frederick. And by got, I mean I ordered a lot, and these were the ones I liked and kept for myself. I didn't, except for Mildred's Garden House, I didn't really intentionally, I didn't seek these out specifically. I just was like, yes, I will keep that. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not making a lot of sense. I need some more coffee. Anyway, that's Frederick. I have a couple more that I think are in this one. I keep my patterns mostly in these binders, but they used to have an organization system and now they really don't. So this blue one was started out as these are the projects that I want to stitch first. Like these are the projects that I really want to stitch in my life. And the other ones are like, I really like these and I don't want to get rid of it, but I also am not going to make it right now. But that's only partly working. So we'll see. Need to do some rearranging. I got this little Bluebird Cottage. Cute. And a Nostalgia something. Cute. And Apple Orchard Sampler. Cute. And a little holiday lighthouse. Those you've seen before. I got this one and I can't decide if I want to keep it because I don't know that I'll ever actually make it, but I just really liked it. And Abby of, middle school Abby was really into reading fantasy, and it's this lady with a castle in the background. Like, I'm very into that. It's called Once Upon a Time. And I couldn't part with it yet, but I don't know if I'm actually going to stitch it. So we'll see what happens. Those you have seen. Those you have seen. I think the rest you have seen all of these. So yeah, that's my current stitching stash, more or less. That's my Maynia. That's what I have been purchasing lately. I have been going through every once in a while and pulling stuff out to sell. Tragically, I've decided, I showed this a few months ago, the Autumn Cat Sampler. I bought this because this looks so much like Oscar Pepper and I was so excited. But I've decided that without her, I don't love this piece. It's really pretty, but the cat is what makes it. And that's, I think, going to make me a little sad. So I'm going to be selling, or I am selling this one. If you would be interested in purchasing it, let me know. They're not super hard to find, but they're on eBay. But if you wanna hit me up, we can chat. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop talking and go to work because it's almost time for me to leave for work. So I gotta do that. And I love you all, and I will see you later. And I hope you have a great Maynia. What are you working on? What's your plan? Tell me. If you don't have a video, leave me a comment. If you do have a video, leave me a comment because I want to know what's going on. And I'm going to try to watch maybe everybody on double speed for a while. Get caught up. We shall see. I hope you have a great day. Have a great May.